Here are 5 ways you can start a business with absolutely no money, and that is guaranteed. So before we jump right into it, if you enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. If you're new to this channel, I'd like to introduce myself very quickly, give you a background, and then we're going to jump into these 5 ways that you can start a business with absolutely no money. So I'm Leo, I'm an entrepreneur from Melbourne, Australia, and I've started all my businesses completely self-funded. I started my first business at 18, left university at 19, and I've been in business full-time, and I'm 24 right now. And through my years in business, I've been able to start a private tutoring agency that's scaled nationally and a digital marketing agency, which is my current focus right now. Unfortunately, growing up, I came from quite a difficult financial background, and so I had to get very creative on how I could start my businesses without being able to get money from my family or my friends. So what I'm about to share with you aren't some methods that I pulled from Google or from other YouTube videos. These are exactly what I did in order to start my businesses with very, very little money. So number 1, and probably my most important point, is find the right type of business. A common mistake I see entrepreneurs make when they first get started into business is they try to take on the world. They're trying to start the idea that's going to rival Uber or the idea that's going to rival Airbnb. I'm not discouraging anyone from thinking big, but I'm just saying that if you want to get into business and you don't have a lot of money, you can probably find business opportunities that require very little startup capital. An example of this could be starting a web design company, providing web design as a service, or starting up a cafe. Both of these businesses require different levels of investment. The first one can be started with little to no money. The other one is going to require a lot of money. And now don't even get me started on talking about app development and the type of costs that can go into that. So to wrap it up, I want you to start thinking about business models that actually require very little investment to get started. The second way you can actually start a business with no money is to learn a skill and then sell it. Nowadays, it costs nothing to learn a skill. You can literally learn how to become a web developer on YouTube by reading blogs. You can learn about digital marketing. You can learn about content writing. There are so many skills that you can actually learn for free if you're willing to invest the time. And after you develop these skills, someone out there is going to be willing to pay you for it. An example of this is how I even got into the digital marketing space to begin with. What I was doing is I was learning about web development, I was learning about SEO, I was learning about Facebook ads, and I was learning about these things from my own business. And then down the line, when I decided I wanted to start my own digital marketing agency, I reached out to a business owner that I knew. I offered to build their website for free. I did that, and then as a result, they signed an SEO and Facebook ads contract with us. And that's actually how I was able to make money without investing anything. It didn't cost me anything to build this website other than my time. It didn't cost me anything to learn about how to rank websites on Google and how to run Facebook ads other than my time. And as a direct result of me learning this skill, he was willing to pay me for it. So really, I was able to create a business that generated money without actually investing anything to get it off the ground. So that's why I'd really encourage you to learn a skill, and the skills I would encourage you to learn are in the digital marketing space. There is a ton you can learn, but digital marketing just tends to work really well. If you can actually teach yourself how to do Facebook ads, manage social media pages, run SEO campaigns, and actually rank websites high, there is going to be someone out there that is willing to pay you something for that, and that I can guarantee. The third way you can start a business with no money is an exchange of services. This is one of my favorite ways to get away with spending very little money to get my business off the ground. You have to be a little bit cheeky, you've got to be confident, you've got to sell yourself here, but it's definitely extremely possible. So what do I mean by this? So if I started a web design company and I needed an accountant who, say I needed to pay $1,000 or $2,000 to help me out in doing something, either my taxes or setting up my company, instead of me paying you this $2,000, which I don't have, why don't I build you a website for free in return? It would cost you more than $2,000 in any case. They may say yes, they may say no, but if you try enough people, someone will eventually accept, particularly if you can find an accountant who is actually starting up themselves. And the same could apply for lawyers, for designers. If you can just identify something that someone else needs and then offer a solution for it, you may actually get the thing you were going to pay for free. The The fourth way you can start a business with no money is to create valuable content on social media. Education-rich content. If you can educate people, it's going to help grow your business. This here changed everything for me. When I first started my digital agency, I would create stories on Instagram, educating people on SEO and Facebook ads. And as a result of that, people would ask questions, and then those questions would turn to inquiries, and those inquiries would turn into paying customers. And it cost me nothing to get that person as a customer, not a single dollar in marketing spend. All I had to do was share the knowledge that I already had. This right here literally helped me go from working from my home office into an office, to employing people, to building my digital marketing agency, which is on its way to grow and scale. It all started from my content on social media. Now, granted, this works a lot better in the service space as it does in the product space, but if you're creative enough, you can find a way to make it work regardless of the business that you're in. The fifth and final way I'm going to advise you to start a business with no money is to find an investor. Now, I already know what you're thinking because I've been in your shoes before. Two things. Number one, where on earth am I going to find an investor? I don't know anyone. I have no network. Number two, who the hell would want to invest into me and my idea? So I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been on the side of the fence where I've had no money and I could have used the help of an investor. And I'm now slowly starting to turn to the side of the fence where in 6 to 12 months time, I may potentially become that investor. And here's where my mentality is at. And this is going to be the mentality of the investors you're going to approach. As you become more successful in business and you start to make more money and your business begins to grow, you become more and more time poor. And I know this from myself. I'm becoming more and more time poor. But I still have business ideas. I just don't have the time to actually get them off the ground. Funds-wise, I do have them, but time, I don't. So if an entrepreneur came up to me and was like, hey, I've got this fantastic idea. I have all the time in the world. I'm going to work my ass off to get this going. All I need is this much of an investment. And in exchange, I'm going to give you this much equity. And once this is all said and done, this is going to be the possible return on your investment. I would 100% consider it. Don't think these investors are doing you a favor. You're also doing them a favor. This is a complete equal exchange here because they don't have the time and they want their money working for them. And you don't have the money, but you have the time. So you guys actually have something to offer each other. But what tends to happen is you'll go to your family, you go to your friends, and they feel like they're donating to you. So I would actually encourage you, before you go to your family and friends, try and do this with strangers. Try and sell your idea to strangers. If you've got a stranger willing to invest into you, then you'll know if you actually have something that's worth putting money behind and worth putting your time behind as well. So that pretty much wraps up everything. I really hope you found this video valuable. If you did, once again, give the video a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I post more regular content on my Instagram. So make sure to follow me at Leo Alhalabi. I'll see you guys in the next video and take care.